Hello everybody, hope you're all okay. We've reached the next part of our story. Mary and Joseph were married and they lived happily together in Nazareth, waiting for the birth of their special baby. One day, the Emperor Augustus issued a new law. He wanted to know how many people were in his empire so they could all pay him taxes. He ordered every man to return to the town of his birth and put his name on a register. This new law was written down and sent to all parts of the Roman Empire. Soon the news reached Nazareth. "My family come from Bethlehem," said Joseph. "We will have to go there to register our names." Bethlehem was far away from Nazareth in the hills of Judea. Although it was nearly time for baby to be born, Mary and Joseph had to obey the law and make the long journey south. They journeyed for many days along the hot, dusty road. Each night they slept out in the open under the cold, dark sky. At last they came to Judea. "Tomorrow we'll reach Bethlehem," Joseph told Mary, "and there we will find an inn for you to go and rest." The next day, Mary and Joseph set off on their final stage of their journey. Late in the day, feeling very tired and very weary, they reached the town of Bethlehem. It was a little town, and it was very crowded with many others who had also come to register. Mary felt very hot and uncomfortable, and she knew it was nearly time for her baby to be born. "We must find somewhere to stay, Joseph," she said, but everywhere they tried was full. Joseph knocked on the door of another inn. "Sorry, we've got no room here," said the innkeeper. "Everywhere in town is the same. You won't find anywhere to stay now." "But my wife is about to have her baby," said Joseph, and he looked very worried. But the innkeeper just shook his head. Then someone took pity on Mary and thought of a place they could stay. It was a stable where the animals were kept, near a little cave. The stable was a bit dirty and a bit smelly, but it was full of hay and it was dry and it was nice and warm, and it was somewhere for them to shelter for the night. Right, now, as you know, they had to go and find Bethlehem. Well, Bethlehem at that time would have been not lit by street lights or anything like we have, or even our Christmas lights like the village is looking. And doesn't everybody's houses look amazing? So what I thought for our craft today, what we would do is actually make our very own little town of Bethlehem. Now, what I need you to do is to go and get some scissors, some pencils. You will need some black card if you've got some. And you will need some sellotape or glue and some peel-offs or some sticky stars, or if you want to just colour everything in, that's absolutely fine. Okay, see you in a minute. Right everybody, let's get started. Now what I've done is I've drawn this on white card so you can see what I'm doing, and then what I'd like you to do is, if you have got some, do this on black card. So the first thing you need to do is to take your piece of card, which is sort of A4 size, and I just want you to fold the end over so you've got a strip sort of that size, okay? And then I want you to cut that strip off, okay? So cut that off so you have two separate pieces. On the smaller piece, you might need a grown-up to help you, but can you see I've drawn the outline of the start of a town? I haven't really filled it in very much because the whole idea is we're going to do something called a silhouette. So what you then need to do is to cut out along the lines all the way up and over. Don't cut down those ones. They would just help me draw the picture. Go up, over, round, and if you're really clever, perhaps even get a tree in. But don't cut down the lines. And then just along the bottom, take a little hole there, there and there. And that's like the doorways of the houses, okay? So once you've done that, and I'll just quickly cut this off so you can see what I'm going to do. Okay, right, with your black card, once you've cut it all out, the end with the tree, I need you to stick down on one side, just so it's on the side there. Just stick firmly on that side, okay? Now this bit, I want you to slightly curve it. Can you see what I've done? Just slightly curved it. And that very little bit down the very bottom, on the back, just put some sticky tape. So when it sticks out, it will stick out like that. All right? Now I will show you what's happened with mine now I've done it in black. Okay, can you see? Look. So that's the bit I was telling you about. You stick that side down, you curve it, and then you just stick the bottom down. Okay? And as you can see, look, I've cut out the little doorways. Here, here, and here. And then I've put some peel-offs on to decorate it, so it looks like it's shiny in the night. I had some sticky stars, and I had what I call my Bethlehem star, because the Bethlehem star is a special star. So I put that in the sky as well. And there it is. Now, the other thing I thought we could do is, I'm going to turn my light out behind me, is look, I've got one of my famous battery tea lights. Look, you see I've just lit it up there. If you stand that on your shelf, you could put your tea light behind it. Can you see how it's glowing? So it lights up Bethlehem, which is just like Mary and Joseph would have found when they journeyed on that very dark day to go and find somewhere safe to live and stay. Right, everybody, have fun this week. It's a long week to go, but we'll get there. I will see you next week for our last Sunday school before Christmas. Take care. Bye-bye.